My name is Brian Williams. I'm a managing director at Karl Marx Advisors. I spend my time working both on the investment banking side as well as the consulting financial advisory side of the business. I'm based out of our Houston office where I focus on oil field service and equipment transactions. It's an area that the firm has built particular expertise in over recent years, having executed a number of transactions as the industry has gone through quite a downturn. The downturn began with oil prices coming off at the end of 2014, continued on for several years, and that has led to a significant amount of restructuring activity that we have been participating in. One of the transactions we worked on was for a company called C&J Energy Services. C&J was a large public fracking service provider. Fracking is a service line that grew dramatically as horizontal, unconventional drilling of the shale formations really took off over the last 10 to 12 years. C&J grew dramatically. In early 2015, the company executed an acquisition of a competitor's completion service business, and that added a significant amount of debt on the company. By the middle of 2016, C&J had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Karl Marx got involved in the case at that time, representing the Unsecured Creditors Committee. The Unsecured Creditors Committee was formed at the request of the U.S. Bankruptcy Court trustee to protect the unsecured creditors' interests. C&J had $1.5 billion of secured debt when it filed, and the debtor and its lenders had suggested a valuation of only $750 million, leaving about $750 million between the unsecured creditors and having a claim on any of the value of the business. We were brought in really because of two things. One, we're experts in bankruptcy court committee restructuring processes, be it unsecured creditor committees, equity committees. There's a real process involved in having the knowledge and expertise and the ability to work with high-powered legal counsel to develop the best strategy and execute solutions to benefit our constituencies in those processes is a core skill here at the firm. We also have tremendous knowledge and expertise in the oil field, having worked on numerous transactions, particularly transactions involving fracking service companies. In this case, a major effort on our part was to challenge the management plan for what the financial future of the business would look like. Those projections then fed into the valuation of the company that was used in court to determine which constituencies got what piece of the pie. What we quickly found was that there were opportunities within the management plan to be more optimistic. The industry had begun to turn. Some of their assumptions around pricing and utilization weren't quite as strong as some of their public peers and the research analysts that were tracking those stories. In conversations with management of the company and with the senior lenders, we were able to establish, in my opinion, a fair amount of credibility as knowledgeable people in the industry, and that allowed our challenges to their valuation to be that much more forceful and effective. When the case began, the senior lenders and the debtors had entered into a restructuring support agreement, which called for the unsecureds to receive nothing. By the end of our involvement, we had negotiated a solution which was approved by the court when the company emerged from bankruptcy in early January of 2017, whereby the unsecured creditors will achieve essentially a full recovery for everything they were owed. It's a dramatic turn of events and a terrific outcome for our client, and one that really drew upon all the strengths of the firm here at Karl Marx Advisors.